Welcome to the Arabic classes. Today I'll teach you Al-Hal wa Zul-Hal. Al-Hal, first I'll teach you how to pronounce these two different words. The first part is Al-Hal. Hal, Hal, Hal. In Arabic, if we have to ask someone, how are you? We simply say Kaif al-Hal. The same word Hal is being used here. It is Hal. And the second part is Zul-Hal. So there are two parts. One is Hal, another is Zul-Hal. And I'm sure you have understood the difference between these two, at least by knowing the sound of these two different words. The first one is Al-Hal, which is used in Kaif al-Hal, how are you? And the second part is Zul-Hal. Sometimes we need to describe condition of an activity, of a condition of a subject or an object. For example, I am right now teaching. How I am teaching? I am standing and teaching you. While I am teaching, I am standing. Sometimes we go to meet someone and we find him, he is reading, he is writing, or he is busy in some other work. So we can describe an activity and the doer of an activity, that is called subject, and also at the same time we can give some information about the condition of an object also. So this condition is called Hal. And the Hal is literal translation of condition, or vice versa we can say that the condition is translation of Hal. The first example here I'll give you, Hamid taught walking. In Arabic we can say Darrasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Hamid is a subject, Hamid is teaching, and at the same time while he is teaching, he is walking. Another example is Shahid is drinking water while it is hot. So water is an object and this object is described as hot. In Arabic we can say Yashrabu Shahidun al-ma'a harran. So harran here is Hal. The third example is I came to Zaid while he was sleeping. I came to Zaid while he was sleeping. So sleeping is a condition of someone to whom someone is going. In Arabic we can say Ji'tu ila Zaydin wa huwa na'imun. So I went to Zaid and the condition of Zaid the time was he was sleeping. Sometimes two different individuals meet each other, talk to each other, and they are in a particular condition. For example, they are sitting in a park, they are traveling, they are moving, they are watching movies, they are eating something. So the first example here is I and Muhsin talked sitting in the park. So here condition is of both subjects, that both are sitting in the park. And the second example of the similar pattern is Khalid met Zeba while both were traveling. In Arabic we can say Laqiya Khalidun Zeba Musafirain, means both were traveling and both met each other. Another example is Ja'ani Zaidun Rakiban. Zaid came to me riding. So now we are giving description of the condition of the doer, subject, that is riding. So Zaid came to me riding. As I told you in beginning, the two different things today's program. One is Hal, another is Zul-Hal. Now we can call these two components of today's lesson. So I'll tell you. Example, Darasa Hamidun Mashiyan. You may repeat also with me you may repeat. I'll go slowly. Darasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Or even we can say Darasa Hamidun Mashiyan, because this word Darasa we can read it as Darasa, and also we have liberty to read it as Darasa Yudarrisu Tadris. So Darasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Hamid taught walking. Hamid was busy in a particular activity, and while he was busy in that particular activity, he was walking. So Hamid delivered lecture while he was walking. Another example here is of these two components, Hal and Zulhal. Yashrabu Shahid al-ma'a harran. In previous example, Hamid is a subject, and we have given here description of the subject, that is Mashiyan. In this example, the second example, Yashrabu Shahidun al-ma'a harran. Harran is hal of the object, that is water. Hamid, Shahid is drinking water while the water is hot. So it means Shahid is drinking hot water. The third example to describe the components Hal and Zulhal is Ji'tu ila Zaydin wa huwa na'imun. So here the complete phrase wa huwa na'imun is to describe, the subject here is Ji'tu I. So I came to Zaid while Zaid was sleeping. So now description of the Zaid is that Zaid was sleeping when I went to him. This was his condition. So I'm sure that you must have understood till now. So what the condition word means in today's context, and what's the Arabic word for this word, English word, and that is hal, halat. Another example is tahaddathtu ila muhsin jalisaini fil hadiqati. Here hal is jalisain, and this condition is describing Muhsin as well as I. So we both, me and Muhsin, we both were sitting in the garden while we were talking. So we have here multiple examples. So just now I gave you 4 examples. The first one is Darrasa Hamidun Mashiyan. The second one is Yashrabu Shahidun Al-Ma'a Harran. The third example is Ji'tu ila Zaydin wa huwa na'imun. The fourth example is Tahaddathtu ila Muhsin jalisain fil hadiqati. Now I'll give you another similar example, that is Laqiya Khalidun Zeba Musafirain. Here the word Musafirain is hal. The word Musafirain is condition of 2 different individuals. One is object, another one is subject. Khalid met Zeba. Khalid is subject, Zeba is object, and the word Musafirain is describing condition of these 2 different individuals. So now we can translate, Khalid met Zeba while both were traveling. Laqiya Khalidun Zeba Musafirain. Now after giving these examples of Hal and Zulhal and their components, I'll now explain what actually Hal is, or we can say the word condition that is translated into Arabic Hal. What does it mean? So it is used for 2 different purposes. One is Al-Hal, answers how. For example, if I want to ask about someone, how was he, how was his or her condition, so what happened, in that case we can use hal. There is another purpose of hal, that is it tells about condition of an object or maybe a subject. So these are the 2 things which briefly we can say that hal aims at. Hal, I'll repeat, condition. The 2 purposes that are served by this hal. One is it tells about how, it answers how. how is the condition when something happened. And the second thing is it talks about the condition of subject or object. Sometimes individually means like only about subject, and sometimes together subject and object about both. I'll give an example to elaborate further. Hamid taught walking. Darrasa Hamidun mashiyan. Here the word mashiyan explains condition of Hamid. You can repeat with me just to learn. Darrasa Hamidun mashiyan. 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 Mashiyan, this word explains condition of Hamid. Hamid is busy. Hamid is doing a particular job, that is teaching. He is teaching, but how is he is teaching? He is walking. He is not sitting, he is not lying, he is just walking and teaching. Shahid is drinking water while it is hot. Shahid is busy in some activity, that is drinking water. So now object is water, and this sentence, the word har or hot is telling about the condition of object, that is water. Shahid is drinking water while it is hot. In Arabic we say yashrabu shahidun al-ma'a harran. You can repeat with me just to learn. Yashrabu shahidun al-ma'a harran. I'm repeating this sentence for you, keeping each word separate from other. Yashrabu shahidun al-ma'a harran. And the example is, I came to Zaid while he was sleeping. I, that is subject, went to an individual whose name is Zaid. When I reached there to him, I found that he was sleeping. So sleeping is a condition that is describing, we can say it is giving an answer of how. What was he doing and how was he? He was sleeping, Zaid was sleeping. In Arabic we say, Ji'tu ila Zaidin wa huwa na'imun. Something that is very important, and I'm sure you would have marked here, that is wa huwa na'imun. Earlier I used singular word as hal, but here you may see this complete sentence is hal. Ji'tu ila Zaidin wa huwa na'imun. I'll give you another example. Tahaddathtu ila Muhsin jalisain fil hadiqati. Tahaddathtu ila Muhsin jalisain fil hadiqati. Here one is tahaddathtu, I talked to Muhsin while we both were sitting in the garden. So the word jalisain is hal, and it is describing or giving a description of Muhsin as well as mine. Another example is Khalid met Zeba while both were traveling. So there are two different individuals, both were traveling and both met each other during the travel. So in Arabic we can say Laqiya Khalidun Zeba Musafirain. The word Musafirain here is hal. It is describing the condition of Khalid as well as Zeba. Khalid, that is subject, Zeba, it is an object. Musafirin, the singular word, is being used to describe subject and object both. There are three different sounds which are coming whenever I'm using hal and zul hal. So if I keep all these separately, I can say hal, zu and hal. So the word zu is a kind of connector between these two different words, hal, and between these two is zu. What is a zu? You might have heard somewhere zul aql, zul ilm, zul mal, zul jah, zul izz, zul sharaf. So these are very commonly used words or maybe phrases. I'll translate each and every one before I explain the word zu. Zul ilm means knowledgeable. Zul aql means intelligent. Zul mal means wealthy. Zul jah means needy. Zul izz or sharaf means respected or respectable. You can guess after listening these words and seeing these words on a screen that the first one is talking about an individual who has knowledge, and the other one who has intelligence, and the third one who has some wealth, and the fourth one who has some need, and the fifth one who has some respect in the society. So I'll repeat once all these words: Zul ilm, Zul jah, Zul iz, Zul sharaf, Zul mal. The word Zu is to describe or give a meaning of possessor, the one who possesses something, that is Zu, Zul ilm, Zul jah. So whenever we say Zul hal, it means having a particular condition. So it means a subject that has a condition, it is called Zul hal, and its condition is called hal. I'll give you a few examples. Just now I explained to you Zul ilmi, Zul jahi, Zul mali, Zul aqli. Now I'll explain something different. That is types of hal. What are the possible types of a hal? Already I've explained little bit. Now I'll explain in detail. The first possibility is a hal could be a subject. Another possibility is the hal condition could be an object. And the third possibility that hal could be subject and object for both simultaneously. For example, Darrasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Here the word Mashiyan explains condition of a subject, that is Hamid. In another example, Yashrabu Shahid Al-Ma'a Harran. Here Al-Ma is an object, Shahid drinks water that is hot. So the object Al-Ma is being explained by the word Har. So Har is a condition of object, and the previous example, the Har was the Mashian word was explaining condition of a subject. I'll give you another example where you will find something different. Ji'tu ila Zaydin wa huwa na'imun. The word Zad, it is related to a verb, and the hal is wa huwa na'imun. The wa huwa na'imun is an explanation of condition of Zaid. I went to Zaid while he was sleeping. The fourth example in this context could be Tahaddathtu ila Muhsin Jalisain fil hadiqati. Here the word Jalisain is hal, and it describes two different individuals in two different conditions. Tahaddathtu, I talked to Muhsin while we both were sitting in the garden. The last example is Laqiya Khalidun Zeba Musafirain. Khalid met Zeba Musafirain. Here you can see it's very visible, very clear that the condition hal Musafirain is being used for two different purposes. One is it is describing Khalid, that is subject, another is Zeba, that is object. So subject and object both are being explained, or condition of both is being explained by the word Musafirin, a singular word. Now I'll tell you types of hal. What are the types of hal? First example, I have repeated same examples and you have heard same examples many times today, and this is just to help you understand, memorize and learn simultaneously. So before I go ahead, I'll request you to repeat with me all these examples. The first one is Darrasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Repeat with me. Darrasa Hamidun Mashiyan. Darrasa, taught. Hamidun, subject Hamid. Mashiyan, walking. Another example is Yashrabu Shahidun Al-Ma'a Harran. Here, Shahid, is a subject who is drinking water, and the condition of water is being explained that it is hot. The third example is Safartu wattullabu rakibina. Earlier, if you remember, I had used dual, but now I will use only plural. So Safartu, I traveled, wattullab, and the students, and we all were riding. We were not walking, but we were riding, rakibin. Last example here is tahaddathtu ila muhsin jalisan fil hadiqati. Now here the word jalisan is hal. It explains, give details of conditions of muhsin. Now it's very clear now. Tahaddathtu, I talked to muhsin while he was sitting in the garden. I have certain examples. Earlier, as I told you, there are two types. One is word, another could be sentence. So for sentence, now examples are for you. Jitu ila Zaidin wa huwa naimun. You may repeat with me this sentence. Jitu ila Zaidin wa huwa naimun. Wa huwa naimun. If I separate this entire phrase, wa huwa naimun, it gives its own complete meaning. So now you can see, Jitu ila Zaidin, I went to Zaid, and Zaid's condition was he was sleeping. Wa huwa naimun. Complete sentence. Another example is Laqiya Khalidun Zeba ya'kulanil khubza. Here ya'kulanil khubza, noun, pronoun, that is verb, and then subject, and then object is also available. So now here you can see the hal is, condition is a complete sentence. Laqiya Khalidun Zeba ya'kulanil khubz. Khalid met Zeba, and while both were eating bread. Laqitul mudarrisina wa hum kanu yashrabuna al-qahwa. I met the teachers while they were having coffee. So here you can see, and better you repeat with me, وَهُمْ كَانُوا يَشْرَبُونَ الْقَهْوَةَ وَهُمْ كَانُوا يَشْرَبُونَ الْقَهْوَةَ وَهُمْ كَانُوا يَشْرَبُونَ الْقَهْوَةَ. Now, I'm sure you have understood that a hal could be a sentence, a hal could be a verb, a singular word. So now you can see, laqitul mudarrisin, I met teachers, and what was the condition of those teachers whom I met? وَهُمْ كَانُوا يَشْرَبُونَ الْقَهْوَةَ. They were having coffee. Before I finish this today's lesson about hal and zulhal, I'll give you details of certain rules of these hal and zulhal. Al-hal and zulhal will have same gender. If zulhal is masculine, hal should be masculine. If it is singular, it should be singular. If it is plural, it should be plural. Both should be same in gender as well as number. I'll show you again all examples. I'll explain further. And also there is one more thing that we must remember. A connector is must between al-hal and zulhal. Whenever hal is a sentence, not a singular word. Al-hal and zulhal will be connected through waw, the later waw, alif, waw, ya, waw, or pronoun it hal. Maybe there is a possibility to have a connector that could be a later, that is waw, or could be a pronoun that is zamir, hidden or visible. Masalan, for example, as I told you, wahuwa, or wahum, or yashrabani, or yashrabuna, or yashrab. Another rule is hal will be an inaccusative case if it is a word. As I told you, laqitu hamidan jalisan, jalisan. Laqitul mudarrisina jalisina. The three different cases in Arabic we use. I'll just give you a brief summary, that is rafa, nasab, jar, and I'll pronounce it a, e, and u. If a word al-hal will always be in accusative case, it is understood now that it would be in accusative. It means there should be a sound of a above hal. لقيت زيدا نائما. لقيت المدرسين جالسين. Now before closing today's chapter, I would request you to repeat with me all these sentences. Read at least 5 times each sentence. درس حامد ماشيا. درس حامد ماشيا. ماشيا حال condition. درس حامد ماشيا. And the second example is يشرب شاهد الماء حارا. If I say in flow, I can say, or we can say, you too can try with me. يشرب شاهد الماء حارا. درس حامد ماشيا. يشرب شاهد الماء حارا. The third example that we should remember is جئت إلى زيد وهو نائم. وهو نائم. I'll repeat, وهو نائم. جئت إلى زيد وهو نائم. تحدثت إلى محسن جالسين في الحديقة. Repeat with me, and if you wish I can translate this sentence. I talked to Muhsin while sitting in the garden. تحدثت إلى محسن جالسين في الحديقة. And the second example of same pattern could be لقي خالد زيبا مسافرين. And the third example, which is a bit different from the previous one, is جاءني زيد راكبا. Zaid came to me riding. جاءني جاءني زيد راكبا. So that 4 different things in one sentence. The first one is جاءني زيد راكبا. But here we have to understand these two, Zaid and Rakib, that the Rakib means, Rakib is description of Zaid. When Zaid came to me, what was his condition? He was riding. And the last example today is Kuntu azhaku akilan. I was laughing while I ate. Kuntu azhaku akilan. So at the same time, there are 2 different activities. One is dependent on other one. So I hope things are clear now for you. Hal, Zul Hal, and their conditions, and how to pronounce, and what are the different types, what are the possible division of Hal into singular word and into a sentence. Thank you so much.